think yes, a little bit. It didn't really. When COVID started, we were still busy working because I'm in construction sector. I'm working as a consultant engineer. So at the beginning, there was a little bit of shock because people were not sure about the future of the construction.
Yeah,
And they were like, oh, people will go bankrupt, nobody's gonna buy homes. So a few of our clients stopped working and say, okay, we're like waiting for now to see what happens. And then after a few weeks, like everything got back to normal and even got busier, I would say. And then the first couple of weeks after the beginning of the lockdown in March, last March, people, I mean, because we are working with other consultants, with architects, mechanical engineers, structural engineers, civil engineers, and everybody was everybody were in kind of a shock, and they were also experiencing some new learning curve. I mean, like to just work from home, remote working. So few companies, they didn't have their remote system like already set up. So
yeah,
I think we had like 1 month, not on us, but like on our other consultants, that the work was a bit slow. But after people got to used to working from home, then everything got back to speed and it got even busier. And you know what? Like we learned a lot of things. For example,
exactly.
in the past, we were wasting a lot of time commuting for meetings, in-person meetings. We were like, I would say for every meeting, I was losing maybe 2 hours because I had to drive to the
Yeah,
meeting location and then going back again.
of course.
But after this COVID thing, now people are used to having like Zoom meetings, like what we do right now.
Exactly.
And that basically saves a lot of time. So definitely in um, everything that happens, even if it is negative a little bit, there are also some positive things that we can look at.
Of course.
People are saving a lot on gas these days. They can have their meeting, not wasting time that much at these on meetings. And I think some stuff will remain like that. Let's say like these meetings.
Yeah,
Obviously, for having fun, like what we like to do at MIM, for example, along the in-person sessions, it's better to gather together for sure, no doubt.
yeah,
But when it comes to work, we can save a lot of time, and then we can use the save time on other stuff, like let's say like gathering together, reading a book, doing workouts, everything that might make you feel better, right? So that's what we can
exactly.
do, and then I'm pretty sure that this will remain like that even after COVID.
Inshallah, inshallah. Yeah, I 100% agree. Of course, we've taken a lot of positives, and I'm sure everyone's job or education or whatever will be affected in some way.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
didn't really mention what you do because some people might not know.
Okay,
Can you
okay,
can you
that's a
explain it a
good
little more?
question actually. Yes, I graduated from industrial engineering, long time ago. I won't say that because then you will guess my age.
Yeah,
Uh, but it was long time ago. And then after my bachelor's degree, I started working in a factory as an industrial engineer for 2 years. And then I moved to Canada. It was, okay, I can tell you, it was like 2009 when I first moved to Canada, and I was 24 at the time.
yeah,
And then I started working in construction because I always loved construction. Well, I love construction, and also I like to do some industrial work. And then when I came to construction, I noticed that there are a lot of things that we can improve in our homes,
yeah,
specifically when it comes to the energy. And I did a research in 2000, uh, I think it was 2012, when they first introduced a field of engineering called building science or building envelope engineering at
yeah,
VCIT. And then I found that program matching what I like to do. And then I attended the Masters of Engineering program in Building Science, which was totally different from what I used to do when I was working as an industrial engineer. But anyways, thanks God, I really liked it. I enjoyed the 2 years of studying for my master's degree. And then after that, since 2000, well, yeah, from 2015, I started working as building science engineer and building envelope consultant until now. So that's what I'm doing.
That
So
is awesome.
anybody in the community, if you have questions, especially younger friends, if you have any questions regarding industrial engineering or civil, structural, anything related to the construction and industrial, I'll be happy to share my experience with you, especially those folks who want to choose something to continue. Let me know. I'll be happy to help you. Don't be shy. You can get my contact information from Mahdi, and then I can be
Inshallah.
present and answer your questions.
Inshallah. And if you ever need an inspection
Oh
for
yeah,
your house, of course, you
yes,
know who to
that's
call.
what I do. Yeah, that's what I do on the side, which I have a small company, a one-man show company for that. So I do home inspections on the side. It's just fun for me. So I do that on the side.
Hussein, Mohammed Samak's asking what brand your earbuds are.
What brand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, these ones.
Yeah.
I think it is. Let me tell you. I will tell you the name later because I don't have the boxes with me. But these are really good. I got them as my birthday gifts 2 weeks ago
That's
from
awesome.
my parents-in-law. Yeah. So these are AKETX, something like that. I think that is the name. But I found them on Amazon, and then my parents-in-law they purchased it for me. So
That's awesome. That's awesome. Sayyid Hussein, I'll ask you a
yeah,
question because it's kind of
sure.
related, but it's not really directly related to your field. But of course, anyone living in BC has this complaint about houses and the
Yeah.
inability to buy a house, and how
Yeah.
impossible it basically is. What are your
Yeah.
thoughts on that, especially to our younger viewers that are, or maybe even our younger viewers that have immigrant parents that should give advice to their parents? What do you have to say on that topic and how hard it is to get a house? Is it?
Okay.
Yeah,
Honestly, that is maybe a realtor can answer that better than I, but we all need like one house to live. So I would say if it is possible for anyone, I think it is better to just plan to buy even a small place to live, like small apartment, one bedroom, like a suite, anything. Uh,
yeah,
I totally encourage, especially younger friends, to just plan for it. It's getting tougher and tougher every day, unfortunately. And I do recommend everyone to try to save some money and get into the job market um, as soon as you can. But by job market, I mean like, for example, Mustafa was mentioning that he wants to go for the field of you mentioned about like the vision
optometry.
and
Yeah,
yeah, optometry, right? So anything that you like to do, try to get it done as soon as you can so that you can get to the job market. And then you can do some savings, plan for buying a house. Even parents, if you feel like your parents can um, support you, don't be shy to ask them. This is what I did myself, for example. When I decided I saved some money, my parents were like, oh, if you want to do that, we can help you out too. And, like when you're planning for something, God will also help and things
exactly,
will come along. So um, I definitely recommend because the housing will never get any cheaper, right? So it will never go cheaper. Like if somebody says, oh, it's a bubble, no, it's not a bubble. So it might, I mean, the increase in the prices may slow down, but it will never go back to what it was, let's say, 2 years ago or a year ago. At least for the prices lower than $2 million. But like, what I recommend is that if you can, go for something even small, but that's for yourself, so you do not pay rent. Because when you're paying rent, you're paying mortgage of somebody else.
exactly,
So,
100%. And we've
so
been
I
waiting
don't know
for.
if that was the good place to say that, but I use this opportunity for that. So
No,
sorry
that's
for that.
100% a good, very good opinion to hear. And we've been waiting for that bubble to burst for how many years now? Inshallah, it's gonna
Exactly.
burst soon.
See? Yeah, exactly. So it will there won't be any bubble and there won't be any like bursting involved. So sometimes the
Exactly.
market is getting hot like these days. Sometimes it's getting a little bit slow. So usually, if you look at the trend, it's like always we see like 2-3 years of like going up, and then 2-3 years of kind of flat, and then it goes up. Maybe it comes down a little bit from the peak, but if you look at the trend, it always like it's going up. So
Very well
to the
said.
younger generation, I recommend to plan from now.
Inshallah. Inshallah. That's amazing advice. Sayyid Hussein, would you like to stay with us? We're gonna move on to the poetry portion. I think we have one of our contestants. I don't know if you'd like to stick along. We'd love to have you. If not, we'll see you in the
I
chat.
prefer to just kind of leave, but not leaving the program. I can just turn off my camera, so
Okay.
they will be listening to the programs as
Then
I
we'll
used
see
to.
you. We'll see you in the chat, inshallah.
Inshallah, yeah.
Hopefully
All
you
the best.
qualify for the next round. Habibi Sayyid Hussein, thank you so much
Thank
for
you
your
so
time.
much. Take care, guys. Thank you.
Habibi, ma'a salam.
Thank you so much.
Okay. I'm gonna quick fire a question, and then I'm gonna bring on Sister Nabila Jaffer for one of our amazing poets from our community. My Instagram is giving me a very hard time, but we'll try to survive. Okay. So I'm gonna ask a somewhat easy question. What is the letter we write to Imam Mahdi alayhi salam called? What is the letter we write to Imam Mahdi alayhi salam called? And I'm going to bring on Sister Nabila as well. Yeah, we didn't see Sayyid Ali. Inshallah, we'll have the privilege to see him soon. Okay. Let me bring on Sister Nabila, and then we'll see who also answered. Okay, I got the answer. I think it's the only person that's answered so far. Du'a al-Hujjah, this guy says. This guy deserved to get banned from our competition. Oh my God. Salam alaikum. How is everything down there?
That's better. We're getting the vaccines. Nice. Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Where is it exactly?
In Minnesota.
Minnesota? Okay.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Yeah, the vaccine distribution is much better there for sure. No doubt about that.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
And are the restrictions more relaxed now, or like is there near like Ramadan? Does it look like there's going to be something happening?
I feel like because everyone's getting the vaccines, there might be a little bit more relaxed on the laws. I know that BC is getting a little more strict, but everybody's still doing their part. And, the masks are not going to go away. The distancing is not going to go away. But I feel like they're just becoming things will open slowly, but I think they'll also hold back a little bit as well. But
exactly.
You never know. Inshallah.
Inshallah khair. Inshallah khair. Can we be blessed with your amazing poetry?
Hey, inshallah.
If you're ready, we're ready.
Okay, inshallah. Just give me 1 minute.
Of course, take your time.
Alright, so this poem is called The Light of Guidance. I wrote this a year ago, and alhamdulillah, it rekindled a fire. So, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In the name of God, the most compassionate, the most merciful. In your compassion, I seek refuge through my Imam's intercession. This poem is a prayer, the light of guidance. How long has it been? How long has it been? How many days have we let pass by sleeping? Through you, my master, my guide, I ask you to help awaken our souls. Help awaken our souls. Let our minds come up with dreams seeking nearness to the Creator, Ar-Razak, the Sustainer. Ya Rab, through my Imam, I ask you to allow my mind to wander into the realms of our existence. Allow our minds to wander into the realms of our existence. Help me realize the universal truth, the unhealed wounds of our meddled past. Let me unmantle Earth's true layers. How long has it been amongst constant betrayal? We create this level of uncertainty within ourselves, projecting your call, yet our characters truly define our role in this world. How many times are we gonna forget you in our actions? Are we truly ready to answer your call? I'm looking at the signs of your call. Humanity is in need of you. Am I to only call upon you in times of despair? I regret to inform you that I have not been fair. You are the light of guidance, bridging the gap between the gates of heaven's door by the purity of Kauthar. By the purity of Kauthar, for each time the pen strikes in this holy month, my tears begin to flow. For each time the pen strikes in this holy month, the drops of my tears begin to flow. My soul begins to write to you. My soul begins to write to you through critical self-reflection. It's an open, honest conversation. It's where our hearts meet the truth. It's where I ask you for help, your guidance. As the sunset savors supplications, let the rivers of my heart, as the sunset savors supplications, let the rivers carry the words of my heart to you. I want my eyes to continue to search for you, continuously looking for your light. I want my life to be filled with your presence, oh my Imam.
Allah.
Oh my Imam, accept my salam. Let the silence of dawn remind me of your absence. Allow for my mornings to be filled with contemplation as I stand up to recite Dua al-Faraj, calling out your name amidst the brisk of dawn. Let the beauty of your name reach the horizon. Let the beauty of your name reach the horizon, and let the beads of Zahra hold on to me like a thread to latch on to this call.
Wow.
Let the beads of Zahra hold on to me like a thread to latch on to this call. As our fingers enclose on the beads of Zahra, let us use that thread to latch on to the call. Let us use that thread to latch on to the call, remembering the son of Fatima. Ya Mahdi, Ya Mahdi, عجل على ظهورك, نور قلبي بنورك. عجل على ظهورك, نور قلبي بنورك. May you hasten in reappearance and enlighten my heart with your light. May you hasten in reappearance and enlighten my heart with your light. صلى على محمد وآله.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. That was spectacular, amazing, Sister Nabila. Thank you so much for your amazing artistic ability and everything you do. Thank you so much, Sister Nabila. Do you have anything else to add?
No, I miss everyone at home. So, just wishing you all congratulations on the Wuladat, and inshallah, see you guys when I'll see you guys.
Inshallah. Thank you so much, Sister Nabila.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, that was awesome. That was awesome. Okay. Mustafa, what do you have to say? That was. Can we top that? You think we can?
Do you hear me? By the way, I think you're a
Yeah, yeah,
little.
yeah.
Okay. That's better now. Cause my.
Yeah, it's weird when someone joins and exits. It has a weird, like, small buffer.
Mhm. Okay.
But yeah, I don't know if we can top that, to be honest. It's
I
not
don't.
a competition, though. It's not a competition, but the bar is very high. Um, uh, let's see. What should we do next? I think we'll shoot a question.
Another
So
question.
far we have three qualifiers or people that
Dude,
qualified.
three or two?
Um,
Oh yeah.
no, three.
Yeah. Mhm.
So Sister Amina Jaffer got the last one. We can have 10. Now, people that answered, you can answer, but you're not going to qualify again. So we want 10. I guess we decided that we're going to do 10 qualifiers, or 10 people that qualify to the next round. Sister Ala, Sister Zahra Muhammad, and Sister Amina, the sisters have taken over so far. You guys have qualified. You can still participate for this round, but we're going to give other people a chance to qualify, obviously, for the next round. Let's see. Should
Go.
I give a really? Should we go really hard or what?
Just go for it. Just give him. Give him a hard question.
Okay. I want to keep the harder ones for the next round most of the time. Let's see. Okay. Okay. I'm having a hard time choosing. Okay, I'm going to choose this one. Who was the mother of Imam Mahdi alayhi salam? So this is a rather easier question. Who was the mother of Imam Mahdi alayhi salam? We'll wait for someone on my screen to answer that question. Obviously, I don't know if Sister Nabila is still here. We're going to DM you the information for Chalk to Go, a voucher for free donuts. I know you're not here, but maybe you can send it to your family and they'll make you jealous with pictures. Inshallah.
Yes.
Okay, I want a full answer. So some of you guys have given me just the first name. There's a continuation of the name. Yeah. So everyone has Nudge. Nudge is correct, but there's a little add-on to it that I need. And Haji Ayad gets the answer. Clutch. Throwing in the Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad's in the chat. Haji Ayad qualifies to the next round. Amazing. Right, he's always ready in the chat.
He is. Yeah. Just spamming with the flowers.
Ahmed got an answer from Google, it seems like. Bint Yashua.
Yashua.
Okay. So we have our fourth qualifier. Let's get a fifth qualifier in, and then I think Brother Hamza, I believe he messaged saying that he has a poem. We know his amazing skills. We know that he can drop some beautiful lines. But I don't know if he's in here. So let me check while we wait. Oh, we have some. Yeah. Okay. So Hamza isn't here, but he has two accounts. Hamza, if you can request to join. So I have you in the queue because there's two different accounts. I'm not sure which one's you. There might be two different people as well. Haji Ayad. So the first brother on the list. Four qualifiers. Let's get the fifth one in, and then we'll continue with our next segment of the program. Let's see.
So was that question considered hard or what?
No, not at all.
No. Okay.
No. If they think this is hard, I feel bad for everyone. Okay, this is another person that you hopefully know. Question number 5. Who was Imam Mahdi alayhi salam's aunt who trained his mother Sayyida Narjis? So Sayyida Narjis had an aunt, Imam Mahdi had an aunt who who trained Sayyida Narjis. She is very known. And yeah, so I'm looking for an answer. No competition here. But yeah, Sayyid Hamza, how are you, man?
Good, doing good. How are you? How's life?
Amazing. As always, amazing seeing you and having you with us. How's we've had a couple updates from you, obviously. Were you with us
Yeah.
last week? Or
I
the
was
program
there.
before?
I was watching. I
Yeah.
watched the program last week. Yeah.
Yeah. I answer you and you tell me I'm wrong. I'm sorry, the answer is wrong. I can't say it's correct. Sayyid Hamza, are you ready to give us a poem?
Sure. So
But before you go,
for starters, how could you even bring me on after the amazing poem by Sister Nabila? It was beautiful. It was amazing. It's gonna be really hard to top,
No.
but I'm not gonna try to. I'm not even gonna try to top it.
No,
I'm
it's
just
not a
gonna...
competition. It's not a competition. We're just showing off the amazing skills of even just reading anything you have. That's all we want. And by the way, I don't know if you heard, you're getting a box of donuts, so that's extra motivation.
Nice.
Not
Yalla,
Chalk Togo donuts.
exactly, one of the best in the world. So yeah, when you're ready, the floor is yours.
Sorry, I was just bringing it up. Yeah, even better than Krispy Kreme, I heard.
Oh, just wait and see. We're gonna get an update from you when you try it as well. We'll get an update from you.
Sounds good. Sorry, could you just give me a quick
Of course, take your time
here. In the meantime, I didn't ask Brother Mustafa, how's life? How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah, I'm doing great.
Nice. And Mahdi, you're back in the Lower Mainland now?
I've been back for a while.
My bad.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah. Went for Arba'een, stayed a couple months in Iraq. That's Alhamdulillah. The grandparents are all there, so it was an amazing stay. But yeah, we're back in Vancouver. Inshallah, Ramadan, we'll get to reunite. If not, Muharram. We'll see what happens.
Inshallah.
Nice. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, so I'm ready now. I have two very short poems. One I found online. It was really nice. I thought I should read this by Qasim Malik. And then the other, a really short one I wrote myself. It's really short, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So the first one I'll recite by Qasim Malik. Okay.
Awesome.
Oh my Imam, our hearts long for you. Come show us, O guide, that which is true. Please save us, O Mahdi, from the evils we face. Please save this religion from the corrupted disgrace. What has become of this beautiful truth? Why is this world so sadly uncouth? O Mahdi, my leader, how I wish you'd arrive, to rekindle the faith, bring the truth back alive. My heart bleeds these words, O my valiant master, for the hate in this world is inflicting disaster. O my Imam, the liars mock me, saying one can't be helped by who they can't see. But my dear guide, my dear leader, show them that they're wrong. Please end this separation. It's unbearably long. You are the teacher of God's words and His love. You are the deputy sent from above. The servant of Allah, the student, the friend, from His last messenger, you nobly descend. O my Imam, I would die for your cause. For your sake, I would crawl into death's hungry jaws. I wish to be there when you call those who believe. I want to fight in your army against those who deceive. Please teach me the ways to be a servant like you, who loves and fears God, who is pure-hearted and true. I long for your presence each day and each night. You are the guide to the path that is right. Please lead me on it. My heart is contrite. You're the purest of the pure. With Nur you are bright. The world is in need of you to reveal the pure soulful truth that no evil conceals. My Imam, please come soon to deepen the light of the truth of the God with your conviction and might. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Wow.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Ahsant.
Beautiful poem. Once again, this is from
awesome.
Qasim Malik. I think you can find it online. I'll type in his name. Really beautiful poem.
That's awesome, man. That's a beautiful poem. Yeah, write that name in the. You have another one as well, or no?
I have another. It's really short. I think it's only like a minute long.
It's okay.
But
if you're comfortable presenting it, we'd love to hear.
Sure. Okay. Ya Allah, you gave me strength when I had no strength left to give. Ya Allah, you gave me courage when my bravery had been outlived. You gave me willpower so that I could stand up when I had fallen down. You gave me the perseverance that I needed to lift myself up from the ground. Ya Allah, when I felt lonely, you were there to comfort me. When I felt afraid, I only needed to remind myself of your majesty. And when I had no one to turn to, I remembered that you were only a reminder away. And in what way could I remind myself of your presence? Ya Allah, I am reminded by you each time the moon turns the sky into night, and each time the sun brightens the world into day. I am reminded by you when the wind brushes across the grass over the land, and when the breeze grazes the waves over the sea. And I remember Imam Mahdi, who to this day stays patient until the day that you call him, Ya Allah. Then how can I not follow in his footsteps and drop my worries? Oh my Imam, do you give me permission to call out to you? To call your beautiful name and remind myself that I exist in order to serve you and our Lord, and that none of my actions are done in my own accord. For I remember that this life is a test, and O my Imam, I will serve you until my final breath. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Ahsant, Sayyid Hamza.
So that one was myself. I'll take credit for that one.
Amazing words. We already know you're one of the best poets. For me, one of my favorite poets. Subhanallah. Like you usually don't see a combo of a poet and a reciter, especially when it comes to nasheeds and latmiyat. So
that's true.
Sayyid Hamza has a lot of skills, mashallah, and he has all our support. And those donuts as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I look forward to the rest of the program. And
Habibi.
Let me know.
Yeah, we'll see you in the comments. And you'll get your voucher, inshallah. Just maybe send in, I'll send it to you, hopefully, inshallah.
Sounds good.
We'll follow up, and you'll get your beautiful prize.
Thank you so much. Sounds good.
Habibi Sayyid Hamza, we'll see you later, brother.
Yeah, see you soon. See you later. Bye.
Ma'as-salama. Okay, that was awesome as well. Put it in the charge. Yeah. So we have a couple topics we want to talk about. I want to bring on Sister Fatima Aziz. I don't know if she's here. Sister Fatima Aziz and Sister Fatima Samak. I'll wait for them maybe to request, and we'll ask some questions in the meantime. But I'm sure everyone has heard. I'm sure you've heard, Mustafa, of the French Senate passing a law or legislation that against the hijab. So basically, it is illegal, or it hasn't gotten to a full law yet, but it is in the parliament. And so basically, no person under the age of 18 can wear hijab in public, and no Muslim mothers can wear their hijab on school field trips, which is
crazy,
kind of outrageous. And so obviously we want to bring in experts to talk about something like this. Sister Fatima Samak lived in France. She has firsthand experience of the Islamophobia and the very dangerous ideology and just thoughts that get spewed there. Assalamu alaikum, Sister Fatima.
Assalamu alaikum. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you perfect. How are you?
Thank you for inviting me. Alhamdulillah. How are
Thank
you
you.
guys?
Alhamdulillah, I'm
Alhamdulillah.
good.
We're chilling on this live. And yeah, we want to just talk about this topic. I know you probably have a lot to say. You lived in France, so you had the first-hand experience of all of this. Can you explain a little more and just your initial reaction maybe to something like this?
Yeah, so you guys might have heard on the news that France is kind of doubling up on their Islamophobia. They have banned women, girls under the age of 18 to go out in public with their hijab, and disallowed mothers to go on field trips with their hijab, with their kids. Now, the second law, I think, was always there. Maybe it wasn't enforced, but culturally it was not acceptable for mothers to even go inside the school with their, to pick up their parents. Like, I remember I had a friend who had kids, and I sometimes would walk with her to pick up her kids, and she wasn't allowed to go inside the school. She'd have to wait outside for her child to come out, and then she would take them and leave. So she doesn't even know what her child's classroom looks like. So you can imagine, for mothers with young kids, in terms of even parent-teacher meetings, looking at the classroom, looking at the environment that their kids are in, they can't do that. And even this one time, I went to a high school, and I was just really curious to see how it looks on the inside, and it looked very beautiful because the building on the outside was very, Parisian, and it had this really nice aesthetic. So I asked them if I can see the inside, and I thought they would say no, because it's really like a security issue to let someone come in who they don't know. And they said, yeah, fine, you can come in and see the school, and it's great, and you're from Canada, but if you want to cross this line to come into the school, you have to take off your hijab. And I was shocked. Of course, I was like, really? Like, security wise you're okay with it, but my scarf is what threatens you? They said, yeah, if that's our only issue. So it's a lot. It's really, really tough and really taxing on Muslim women living in France to they often have to make a choice between their faith and something else, and it's a lot of emotional, mental, and psychological trauma that comes out of it. There's identity crisis that's caused, and it's very, very unfortunate. And I think Sister Fatma is joining us.
Yeah. She might have a little internet issue. Assalamu alaikum, Sister Fatma.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you guys?
Assalam wa rahmatullah.
How are you all doing? Thank you, Fatma, for sharing that. I just want to, well, first of all, congratulate everyone on the Wiladat. This program, obviously, this is a auspicious occasion. It's a celebratory event. I think it's really lovely that you guys have added this to the conversation, because obviously it's important. We're a Muslim group, and this does affect us. So having that first person narrative from Sister Fatma is so powerful. And it is taxing. Like Sister Fatma mentioned, that it's taxing on our mental health. It's just, it's this idea that we're a community, right? Like Muslims, we're an ummah, and the shared experiences that we have when we see sisters being denied basically like human rights. This is a human rights issue. It's not a good feeling. And a big part of it is like the hopelessness, just feeling that like there's not much you can do, and understanding that what solidarity looks like. And I think this conversation is definitely a step in what we need to do to take that solidarity and take those steps to ally ourselves with our Muslim sisters. One thing I wanted to mention about France is that this isn't something that so Sister Fatma, just to reiterate, how long did you spend in France, and how long has it been since you came back, I guess?
So I spent about 4 years in France, and it's been So from 2015 until 2018, something like that. So it's been 3 years. And as bad as it was when I was there, it was really bad. I can't believe I'm saying that, but it's gotten worse.
Yeah.
And I really, like, I can't imagine how for me, it was like whenever I would go through experience discrimination, or somebody would tell me, this is France, take this off, why are you wearing this? And we've had a lot of incidents like this. I know in the back of my mind that I have an out, that I'm not stuck here, that I have another option. Unfortunately, not a lot of people have that. Some people are
conscious of that and just understand that when we are speaking out, on what terms, what are we really bringing to the table? And the fact of an for example, culture and languages, and these are instances of what we perceive to be cultural genocides. And I know that, and upfront thing, and people get defensive and they'll come at you and be like, oh, how could you say that? But let's call things for what they are. If we don't, until when? What are we waiting for? And that, for, our Muslim brothers and sisters to be in internment camps in China, no butchers that could now distribute halal chicken. This is the extent of the despicable Islamophobia that is the French government. This is it, right? So, these are steps that take, and with every decision that's made, this piles up, and I mean it takes a toll. So even acknowledging that, even extending whatever it is, a kind word to someone that wears a hijab, that even if it's within your own families, I think that does a lot, and that's part of it.
It's not a France issue. This is not a Muslim woman's issue who lives in France. This is an issue that really affects all of us. We are, like Fatma said, we are one ummah. We are brothers and sisters, and what hurts them over there is hurting us. And it's to add on to the crazy laws. Another law that was passed in the past year or two is not allowing families, Muslim families, to teach their kids at home, like distance education or to do homeschooling. Because again, they found out that people don't want to send their young girls to schools where they can't observe the hijab, so they would homeschool them, and that a law was passed that specifically Muslim families can't teach their kids at home, and it is cultural genocide. It is an active attack on the Muslim community in France, and it's like when you are silent for one thing, another thing comes, and it's just like it keeps on eating, and it is hard. Sometimes I used to think, like, why don't Muslims in France speak up more? Why aren't they more active? Why aren't they trying to get political and social change? But it is really hard. It's really hard to start a conversation about hijab. If you are a hijabi and you have a good job, you hold on to it with your dear life, because you are lucky to be in that position with your hijab. If you are, accepted somehow, you don't want to jeopardize that. And so, in order to get to those levels where you can make change, you have to make so many compromises and sacrifices that you are no longer really practicing your faith. It's really, really difficult to, and this affects brothers as well. Like at school, the boys are Muslim, like all students in France have to eat from the canteen, and oftentimes they don't have vegetarian options. So if you're lucky that day and you get fish, then you can eat the fish. Otherwise, you either starve, or you can't bring food from home with you either. So these are very strange laws that are targeting a specific community, and yeah, like raising your voice, reaching out to people around you. If you do have friends in France, like, reach out to them, see how they're doing, connect with them, see, ask them what can we do to help you. Like Fatma said, the smallest thing we can do is talk to hijabis in our community, in our family, just letting them know that, acknowledging that it is difficult. Like wearing the hijab, it's not an easy thing. It is difficult. And acknowledging that, celebrating that, and then going beyond that to really try and find out what we can do to the rest of the sisters and brothers worldwide.
Very well said. I think it's yeah, for sure. Like I'm the first to acknowledge, hopefully, right now that inshallah we're with you guys. I know this is one of the hardest jihads. We hope you guys are emotionally doing well. All our sisters that are watching, I'm sure this has been a very hard week, and we very much acknowledge that. Inshallah, we have to mobilize. But it's also very important to know that this isn't just an issue that's just outside of Canada. Quebec also, if we don't want to claim Quebec, that's a different argument. But Quebec also has a lot of Islamophobic ideas and laws as well. They're not as widespread, but the ideas are still in Canada as well. So that's something maybe we can have a more direct impact on for sure.
Yeah, I love that you mentioned that, because oftentimes we're like, oh, look what's going on, across the ocean or whatever, and it's like, just check your backyard. We've had a terrorist attack in a mosque. We've had martyrs praying in the masjid. We've had this Islamophobic law that's been applied to Muslim women just in Quebec, right? So I mean, it's when you look at it, you kind of feel this hopelessness. And like one thing that I always remind myself is like Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakeel, and like there's no better wakeel than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But sometimes you lose that sight, and having a community like this and having this platform to speak is definitely like is helpful. So I guess one thing that I'd say to the women out there, I think we've had some in the comments, speak up, reach out, and continue with this fight, with this jihad. And inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he's just, and that what's going on right now is tough, but we know that there's our iman, inshallah, that's what missing. So yeah.
Thank you so much, sisters. I don't know if you guys have anything else to add, but that was very well said. Alhamdulillah, I'm very glad that we talked about this topic. Even if it's a Mawlid, this is a very important issue, and very current. So thank you so much for your time. Inshallah, we'll talk very soon.
Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Thank you for having this conversation. Take care.
Bring him on. Hassan?
Yeah, he just came into the room.
That was an awesome conversation. Let's let him say what's up. Salam, Hassan.
Salam.
Mr. B.
What is that?
I don't know. It's one of those things from Mario.
That's a mystery.
Can Hassan read us? Can Hassan read us anything or answer?
Hassan, do you know how to read Qul Huwallahu Ahad? Yeah. You want to read it?
What is?
Yeah, let's say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
Let's play Mario.
He wants to play.
Okay. Yalla.
You have to go play outside.
Let him do his thing.
Mario.
Yeah. Okay, Mario.
Okay, so we're behind on the quiz. First of all, obviously, thank you to the sisters. That was an awesome conversation. Inshallah, we can have more of those, obviously.
Yeah, it's important to talk about that stuff, It's unbelievable, man. I can't believe it.
Exactly. It's crazy. Okay, I'm going to jump into another question. It seems like we're not really, I don't see the chat very active in answering the questions. I don't know if there's a lack of competition or what's going on. But I'll see how many more people to qualify, because it seems like 10 might be a little too much.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm going to jump into another question. We're just going to start shooting questions right now. So, I'm looking for a name of a person that's related to Imam, or not related to the Imam, but it's a person that is related to the Luhur of the Imam, and it's someone who is going to be out to destroy the followers of the Ahlul Bayt, who will eventually be killed by Nabi Isa. In one of our narrations, he's known that he's going to be killed by Nabi Isa. So this is someone that is going to be maybe leading. We have narrations that he's going to be leading an army against the Imam. but he's going to be against the Shia of the Ahlul Bayt and the followers of the Ahlul Bayt, and he will be killed by Nabi Isa. There's a name of this person. That's what I'm
Hopefully we'll
looking
get
for.
more than one answer this time.
Let's see. Al-Khurasani. That's not what I'm looking for. I don't know where you got that from. But maybe that's something else. That's not what I'm looking for. Khurasani. Let's see if we can get anything else. Where is everyone?
I don't know,
There's
man.
no
33
one.
people in here and one comment?
You guys don't
Just
want. You
throwing
guys don't
guesses
want.
even if you don't know the answer.
Yeah. What is going on?
It's so dead. 33 people. Come on.
Where are the answers?
Google
Let's see
lied.
if I can. This guy's using Google. I respect it. At least he's
At least he's
trying.
commenting, you know, he's... What's the...
Okay,
repeat the
here.
question.
Okay, good. At least people want the question now.
Yeah.
So, there's a person that's going to be... No, what a good job. That's not really what I'm looking for. There's another name for it.
ISIS.
I'm not looking for Dajjal. There's another name for him. So it's the person that's going to be fighting the Ahlul Bayt, the followers of the Ahlul Bayt, and obviously against the Imam when the Imam comes out of his appearance. And he will also eventually be killed, according to some narrations, by Nabi Isa, alayhi salam. I'll give a hint to add on. He has the same name as the father-in-law of Prophet Muhammad. There's a very famous ISIS. No. Ya'juj and Ma'juj. No, not at all. The father-in-law of Prophet Muhammad has a very similar name to him.
What does it say? Yazida?
No.
Sufyani.
Jawad got it. And that is the one. Yes. So it is the Sufyani. Jawad, you are qualified into the next round. No
How many people is that?
Absolutely not. So we have 6. I'm going to try to shoot a couple extras. We'll see if someone else gets it. What is the meaning of Al-Mahdi? So that's my name. That's also, or my name isn't Al-Mahdi. My name is Mahdi. But the Imam's name is Al-Mahdi. What is the name, or what does that mean in English? What is the meaning of Al-Mahdi?
Hey, John, you're a little late, man.
Yeah, just a little. Let's see if
the meaning
we
of
can guess.
Al-Mahdi. The guider.
Oh, that's really close. I think I'll give it.
You want to wait for another answer?
It's not correct. Both of these are not correct. Both of these answers, we have the guider and the guide. They're not correct.
The guided one.
That's the one. Who got it first for you? I see N-O...
Yeah, same.
N-O-X...
Same.
I don't know how to pronounce that. Noura, we'll say. Sister Noura,
Yeah.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the guided one. So, he's not a guider. Well, he is a guider, obviously. But the name Al-Mahdi means the guided one. And yeah, we're getting some answers, so we'll keep going. We're going to get some more qualifiers. Okay.
You want to give him a little harder question, or?
I think after. Let's get the qualifiers in, the ones that are working hard, and then we'll... So which dua do we recite every morning, or we should recite every morning, wherein we renew our bay'ah to Imam Mahdi alayhi salam? So there's a dua that's known, this dua is supposed to be recited in the morning, preferably in the Fajr time, after Salat al-Fajr. Let's see if we can get some more qualifiers for the amazing chalk to go. No, Fajr, he said. Dua al-Ahad. So Khala Reem makes it in. Sister Reem makes it in. It's not Dua al-Faraj. I think that's what Sajjad meant, Dua al-Faraj. But it's Dua al-Ahad. That's what we were looking for.
Yeah.
So Sister Reem, we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more qualifiers. And we will cut it off. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we'll give another easy one. One of the names of the Imam is Al-Muntazar. What does this title mean? What does this title of the
Muntazar.
Imam mean? Al-Muntazar. This is also, we're going to be very technical on this, on the definition, but it shouldn't be too hard. Let's see who answers first for our 9th spot into the next round.
The awaiting.
Let's see if
The one waited for, the weighted one. The awaited one.
the awaiting. That one, I don't know. I think I'll give it to that one. The awaited. It's not that. The awaited.
The answers one. Are still coming in, so the one who is contempt.
Okay, I'll tell you the answer, and then we'll see which one's most accurate. I want to be very technical here. Mm-hmm. The answer is the one who is waiting. So we can say the weighted one, the one waited for, is not correct. He's waiting. The awaited one is also not correct. The one who is waiting, the awaiting, I don't know if that's close enough. The awaited one.
Who are you going to give it to?
One, I have Banu Hashim seems the most accurate to me.
The waiting one.
The waiting one seems the closest to what I was looking for. The one who is waiting, Sajjad Gohari comes in after he hears the answer.
Yeah, no, Banu Hashim deserves that one. Yeah, that's the closest.
Yallah. At Banu Hashim, you make it in to the next round. We have one more, ladies and gentlemen. Brothers and sisters.
Last qualifier.
The waiting one, yeah. This is actually going to be, I think, an easy one too. We'll let it in, but that means I expect quick answers. So have your fingers ready on the keyboard, ready to type and send right away. And just know we are being picky, as you've already probably seen. 1 second. Let me bring out this easier question. Let me find it. Okay. What is Imam Mahdi's kunya?
What is Imam Mahdi's kunya?
So I'll give an example for someone that wouldn't know what a kunya is. Imam Hussein's kunya is Abu Ali or Aba Ali. What is Aba Ali? Yeah. What would Imam Mahdi, one of his kunyas, be? Oh, I think that's the one. I think I got it already.
Yeah. It was a typo.
And she corrected before anyone else. So it's not Saleh, but dude, if we want to be technical, by the way, I still don't have the answer.
No,
I got it.
She said Abu Salon.
Because it's not Abu. It's not Abu.
Abu.
We're talking Fusha. It's not Abu. It's Abba.
Abba.
And we have the first person that answered it that hasn't qualified yet. We have Haji Ayah that answered correct first. And then,
but he's already qualified, right?
Yeah, Sister Ala, and then we have Ubaidi, the first one that said Aba Saleh. Oh man,
Ubaidi,
Muhammad al-Ubaidi. But Sister Zainab al-Hasnawi answered Abu Saleh.
Aba Saleh, yeah.
What do you think, Mustafa? You're the verdict. You're the co-host today. I want to know what you think.
I don't know, man. Abu, if you want to be that technical. Then
it's not Abu Saleh. You're not gonna go to Imam Mahdi and say Abu Saleh. You're gonna say Aba Saleh.
Of course, yeah. Muhammad Ubaidi gets that one.
Okay. How about we do a tiebreaker between? Because I feel bad for Sister Zainab. She got it quick.
Yeah.
We'll do a tiebreaker between Brother.
So they're the only ones that can answer.
And Sister Zainab for the last spot into our qualification.
Okay.
Okay.
So ignore every answer except for theirs.
Abu Abdullah, yes. Hussein's correct. I guess I got it wrong. But he is Abu Ali as well, or Abu Ali. What was... Okay, here. She can have it?
She can have it.
Okay. No, well, someone else is saying choose the one that is 100% correct. If I want to go 100% correct, or where do you want? Abu is Fusha too. But is it correct? This is important. Is it correct? Is Abu Saleh correct? If that's correct, then we'll give it. I need your guys' opinion. Me and Mustafa are giving it to the crowd to choose.
There's gonna be a lot of opinions.
It's okay. They're both giving it away to each other. Listen, they're gonna. What a gentleman. Okay, they both qualify. You know what? No.
So 11
I'm gonna give both.
qualifiers?
Yeah, we have 11 qualifiers to
Yallah.
the next round. Let me write it down. Usually we're not this nice, but today we'll give it. Give it to me, Aziz says. Okay, Ubaidi. So we have Ubaidi and we have Sister Zainab Al-Hasnawi. Okay, thank you. What? What are you showing me?
على كيفك.
For who? It's Abu Saleh. Abu Saleh. No, they're both correct. That's for sure. We have someone bringing up a different name, but I'm going to Abu Saleh. What's the difference between Abu and Abba? That's a good point. I don't know.
Isn't Abba like more formal or?
Yeah, I thought it was more formal, but we're gonna let them both pass. Okay, we're gonna jump into the next round. So how is this gonna work? We're gonna now qualify 5 people to the next round. So from these 11, and I'm gonna repeat their names: Sister Ala Bashiri, Sister Zahra Muhammad. I don't know if they're still here. Sister Amina Jaffer, Brother Ayad As-Sammak, Haji Ayad, Sister Muna Ibrahim, Brother Jawad Asad, Sister Noura, I believe it is, Sister Reem, Khala Reem, and then at Benu Hashim, Hamad Al-Ubaidi, and Sister Zainab Al-Hasnawi. Okay? So these are the 11 people that have a chance to hit the next round, which is going to be 5. We're going to have 5 people come in. We're only going to ask 5 questions. Okay?
Wow.
Okay, let's just jump in right away. I'm going to jump in.
So are the questions gonna get harder from here? Or?
I don't know if we want to go really hard here. Oh my goodness. Okay, no, we'll go a little relaxed. Where is Imam al-Mahdi right now? To our 11 contestants, where is Imam Mahdi right now?
The 11 qualifiers.
Is he in a specific city? Specific country? Okay, Sister Zainab Al-Hasnawi, you got the first. You are into the semifinals. No one knows. Good answer, Haji Ayad. Thank you. So Sister Zainab, you are on to the next round. Imam Mahdi is in his ghaiba. Ghaibat al-Kubra. I gave you guys an easy one. The qualifiers, I need you guys to be ready. Everywhere. There's a lot of good answers. I was looking for ghaiba. Okay.
Next question.
Who will be killed on the 25th of Dhul Hijjah prior to the Imam's open announcement of the Dhuhr? So before the Imam, we have a narration that before the Imam announces his Dhuhr, or before he comes out and has an actual open announcement, there's going to be someone that is killed on the 25th of Dhul Hijjah. There's a name that I'm looking for. There's a name I'm looking for, and it's going to happen somewhere. You get, oh my goodness. If you get the answer of where and, okay, you know what? No, let's go with the name. Sister Zainab, you're already through. So your answer is correct, but let's wait. Let's see if someone else can.
That was quick.
Yeah, very quick. Okay, I'm going to give it to Sister Alim. Nafs Zakiya. Jawad, you're just a little late, and it is in the Kaaba. It's going to be in front of the Kaaba. So yes, it is a Nafs Zakiya. We have Sister Zainab Al-Hasnawi and Sister Reem. Exactly. Bain al-Rukni wal-Maqam, that is correct. Basically right in front of the Kaaba. There's even narrations that the blood of the Nafs Zakiya is actually going to hit the Kaaba. Yes. We're going to go into the next question. Name one of the Imam's sons. Or just give me one of the Imam's sons. Now, this one, his oldest son, you might know his name. It was actually brought to me as one of his kunyas. I don't think it's Saleh, but I don't think that's one of the answers. But I have one that I'm looking for, and I hope one of you guys just answers that.
What Imam?
Oh, sorry, the 12th Imam. I thought that was assumed. The 12th Imam, Hassan al-Sabt. That's not what I'm looking for. But it could be correct. So I'm going to have to come into... There's an answer I'm looking for. And I'll give a hint if I... The 12th Imam. So the son of the one of the sons of the 12th Imam. I'm looking for someone in specific, but he has many, so I might have to give it to. He has none.
He has none. No,
I don't know.
Maybe some people didn't hear the question because there's not many comments coming in. Can you repeat it?
So one of the sons of the Imam. I'm just wait.
Double checking.
Yeah, I don't want to give a incorrect answer, but I did have Brother Hussein Samak showed me one of the names of his sons, the kunya. I'm looking for a specific name. Someone's saying there isn't a son. I'll try to verify that, but I'm looking for a name, and I'm pretty confident that he does have a son. Well, maybe
Repeat the question, Mahdi.
Okay, 1 second. You know what? Let's scratch this question just because I don't like uncertainty. I don't want to give a wrong answer and la samahallah be wrong. I had the answer. Qasim Hussein brought me a kunya saying that the Imam's actual kunya is known as Aba Qasim. Look, Hajj Ayad answers it now after I scratched
it. A little late.
After he made me question myself. But they're saying he doesn't have a son, so maybe that's one of his titles. That's why I'm gonna scratch that question from the things. But because I had that kunya, maybe I had the wrong impression. So I'd have to verify that. Okay, we're gonna move into another question. We only have 2 qualifiers so far. Sorry, the question was one of the sons of the Imam, of the 12th Imam. Okay.
Yeah, only 2 qualifiers. This is Zainab al-Hasnawi and Khalarin.
Yeah.
3 more spots left.
Okay, 1 second. According to the hadith, how many sincere helpers will respond to the Imam after his first call, for the first call after the Dhuhr? So there's a number that's very prevalent. And this is the number of the sincere helpers of the Imam. These are known as the generals of the army of the Imam, or the main helpers of the Imam. There's a number, and I got it first from Hajj Ayad Samak, moving in to the semi-finals. Amazing. We had a typo from Noura, finger slipped, and lost the.
Oh no.
But we have 2 more questions, so you'll have a chance. Okay. This is a hard one. Oh man, I don't know if I should give
ready for a hard question.
Yeah, I feel like they're not ready, and especially with our. Yeah, I don't know if I should give a hard one right now. Okay, name the dua taught by Imam al-Mahdi alayhi salam to Khawaja Nasruddin al-Tusi. So this is a dua that is narrated by him, in which we invoke Allah's help through the intercession of the Ma'sumin. Hear my wording and maybe you can translate it. So the dua that is taught by Imam al-Mahdi, and we recite this dua very often, to one of our ulama, in which we invoke Allah's help through the intercession of the Ma'sumin. We invoke Allah's help through the intercession of the Ma'sumin. There's a specific dua that we recite, dua al-something. Let's see if someone can get it.
Nothing yet.
No, not dua al-ahad. That's not what I'm looking for. And Banu Hashim stamps his way into the Banu. So it's dua al-tawassul. That is one of the du'as. That was narrated by our mom. Okay. Top 5 or top 4 we have right now.
Sister Zainab al-Hasnawi,
narrated by our
Khalrin,
mom.
Haji Ayah al-Sammak, and who was it?
And
Banu Hashim?
sorry, I wasn't. Yeah, Beni Hashim. Okay. Okay, let's see.
1 spot left. Ooh. Oh,
okay.
God.
There's 2 imams that have the same name as Imam Mahdi. Similar names at least, with the name Muhammad. So which other imam have the same first name as the imam? The first name of the imam, I kind of gave it away basically. First name of the imam. 2 other imams have this name. I need the name of these 2 imams. Let's see if we get someone in. And then for the top 5, maybe we'll ask a couple questions and then get a top 3 out of that.
I want to do another top 3.
Should we keep sifting? I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. Sister Intibar is not. She hasn't qualified for Mustafa. I don't want numbers, Sayyid Hussein. We have a correct answer, but let's see. Who hasn't made it through yet? Muhammad al-Jawad. That's one of the answers. Al-Baqir wal-Jawad. I think that's the... Sister Noura just made it in, I think.
Baqir wal-Jawad.
Yes, I'll go with Sister Noura. Her finger slipped earlier, but she made it into the semi-finals of this questioning.
Congratulations.
It is our 2 imams, the 5th and 7th imam. Okay, so now this is what we're going to do. I just decided this on the spot. We're improvising. We have 5 finalists. I'm going to repeat their names. Sister Zainab al-Hasnawi, Sister Reem, Haji Ayah al-Sammak, Banu Hashim, and Sister Noura. Okay, so these 5, we're going to ask, let's see, how many questions should we ask? 5th and 9th.
So how many winners are there?
Just
3, huh?
Point. Yeah, 5th and 9th. Sorry, fixed my mistake.
5th and 9th.
Yeah, I made a mistake saying 7th. Okay, what was the hard question? Yeah, we're gonna ask. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Mustafa, help me out. Does this make sense? Should I ask like 5 to 7 questions, and then whoever has the most out of them will rank them into 1, 2, 3?
Yeah. That's like, you mean.
But these 5 are the only ones that can.
Like every question you get a point for that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, we'll ask until we get a top 3.
Yeah.
But we'll ask maybe 7, and then we'll revisit, and then we'll keep adding if we have to.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna start with a hard question. Who was the last na'ib or representative of the imam in Ghaybat al-Sughra?
Ooh.
So I'm looking for a name. It's a simpler name, but this person was the last na'ib or representative of the imam in his smaller occultation or the shorter occultation.
Uthman.
That's not what I'm looking for.
Na'mani?
Okay, that might be right. No. The problem is when I get different questions, I question my answer. So I don't want to say someone's wrong before.
Muhammad Ismail. Yeah, I don't know the answer, so can't say anything.
So we do have Uthman ibn Sa'id that's known, but I don't know if he's the final one. I have a name of one of them. From what I collected from the quiz was Ali ibn Muhammad from Samarra. He was known to be from Samarra. But I'm going to fact check myself. Yeah, I'm going to give it to Haji Ayad. He's correct. So it's Uthman ibn Sa'id al-Amiri, who was the last. And so wait, was he the first one?
He
So we did
was.
have someone say An-Nu'mani, okay, Uthman,
Yeah, he was
Hussein
the
ibn
first one
Ruh,
to
and
say
then we had
Uthman.
Uthman, Muhammad Samiri. I don't know if that's. Should I give it to Haji Ayad? He just said Uthman. I'm going to give it to him. That's a
Yeah,
first point for Haji
that's
Ayad.
close enough.
So the answer is Uthman ibn Sa'id al-Amiri, who was the last deputy of the Imam. And that is 1 point to Haji Ayad. The 5 people that are competing right now are Sister Zainab, Sister Reem, Haji Ayad, Banu Hashim, and Noura. The last, Abu al-Hasan Samri. Okay. Ali ibn Muhammad Samri. Look, they're all making me question my answer.
Uthman is
Ali
the
ibn,
first one, not the last one.
finally, here I'm reading, finally, Uthman ibn Sa'id was the last deputy. Let's see, 1 second. One more fact check.
That's the thing about hard questions.
Yeah,
The answer.
they're making me question myself.
Yeah.
The 4th deputy was... Okay. So the last... No, I'm going to go... The last one is Abu al-Hasan Ali ibn Muhammad al-Samri. I knew I was right, but they made me question myself. So, Ali ibn Muhammad... It's Abu al-Hasan Ali ibn Muhammad al-Samri.
It's a long name.
So then we have... Who said that first? Abu al-Hasan.
I don't think anybody said that.
No, I do have. Wait, so we have... So we had it from Sama wa Iraq, but that's not in the competition. The last, Abu al-Hasan al-Samri. I think I'm going to give it to Sister Zainab al-Hasnawi.
The last...
And then we have Sister Reem that answered it correct right after her. Ask a sheikh. No, we have the correct source. I had the correct answer. I just questioned myself. But yeah. So we're going to give it to Sister Zainab.
Sister Zainab.
Awesome. We're at 1-1.
Haji Ayad, Haji with 1 point, and Sister Zainab al-Hasnawi with 1 point.
Yes, sir. Okay. Where will the Imam establish his government? That's the next question. There's a country, but I want a specific city. So where will the Imam establish government? I want both of them. Well, obviously, if you have the city, you're fine. But I don't want just the country. I need a city. Where will the Imam, the 12th Imam, inshallah, establish his government? Okay, I'm going to give it to Sister Zainab. Kufa, Iraq.
Kufa. Good job.
So that is where the Imam, Sister Zainab, taking a commanding lead for first place.
First place with 2 points.
Okay. I'm going to give a hard one now. I think it's hard. I hope that you guys can keep up. Next question.
As long as you have like a set answer, ask the hard question.
Yeah. What is the surah of the Quran that Imam Mahdi alayhi salam recited in his mother's womb before he was born? There's a surah in the Quran that Imam Mahdi was narrated to recite when he was in his mother's womb before he was born. There's a surah I'm looking for. Let's see if we can get someone to answer that one. A surah in the
Kufa,
Quran.
Iraq, Najaf, Kufa.
Banu Hashim was deleted? No, Banu Hashim's still here.
No.
In Ma'idah, that's not what I'm looking for.
Kahf. Surah al-Kahf.
Nope. That's not what I'm looking for.
Noor. An-Noor.
No. That's not what I'm looking
Tawbah.
for. No.
Yasin.
I'll give a hint. This means you gotta type quickly. Surah number 40. Or maybe, subhanallah, you have the surahs memorized, the numbers.
Surah al-Qadr.
We'll give a chance for someone to jump in.
Surah al-Qadr.
I gave the surah number.
Al-Fajr.
No.
Al-Qadr.
We got it, Sister Reem.
There you go.
So it's just
1
Surah
point.
Al-Mu'min is known as, or Surah Al-Ghafir. That's the answer to our question that narrated that the Imam recited that when he was in his mother's womb before he was even born. So Sister Reem with 1 point. Okay.
Sister Zainab
go.
still in lead. Still in the lead.
Yeah. I'm going to give a very hard one again. What was, and it's Quranic related, what was the ayah written on Imam's right hand at birth? So there's an ayah that was written on the Imam's right hand when he was born.
This is a hard question. How is that possible?
How is that possible? That's a good question. Well, it's one of the miracles of...
It must have been a short ayah. On his little hands.
No. Oh, no, she's talking about Surah Al-Mu'min.
Ah.
What was the ayah written on Imam's right hand at birth? There's a specific ayah I'm looking for. This is very hard.
This one
so
is
I don't
hard,
expect
yeah.
anyone to know it. It's not like I knew it before collecting this question. Alright, to Mubahada, no. So, but as you guys are answering, are these real? I'm gonna give you because you asked. I'm actually gonna add. So there was a narration from Hakima Khatun that after Narjis gave birth to a son, I picked the child and heard Abu Muhammad calling, "Oh aunt, bring my son to me." I took the child to his father. 1 second, sorry, I lost where I am. Right here. Sorry, I read the one that's earlier. Did someone get it? Okay, Farah got it, but sorry, you're not qualified. Sister Zainab gets it. It is جاء الحق وزهق الباطل. So it's قل جاء بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل جاء الحق وزهق الباطل إن الباطل كان زهوقا. The rough translation that I can bring up right now is say the truth has come and falsehood has vanished or vanquished. Surely falsehood is something which disappears. That is the ayah. And I'll actually add, because we're on this ayah, it is said that Hakima Khatun has reported that when this child was born, talking about Imam Mahdi, he was pure from all impurities, and it was written on his right arm, the truth has come and falsehood has vanished. Indeed, falsehood is bound to vanish. And yeah, that's Surah 17, ayah 81. So yeah, the 81st, I believe it's the 81st ayah, not 82nd. But yeah, and I don't know if should I recite or yeah, no need. But there's also another narration of the Imam reciting Surah Al-Mu'min before his birth as well. A quick Google search, you'll find it. I'm on this website, imamriza.net. Very helpful. But yeah.
So Sister Zainab is still in the lead with 3 points.
So Sister Zainab got a third one, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're at 5 questions. I'll revisit when we're at 7. Should we keep going with the hard ones?
Ask like one easy question, maybe.
Okay.
The last one is really hard.
Okay. Who was the uncle of Imam Mahdi who claimed to be the Imam? That's not easy. Who was the uncle? So Imam Mahdi had an uncle who claimed to be the Imam at the time, at the death of Imam al-Askari. So there was someone, or the uncle of the Imam. Wow. Sister Zainab taking a very commanding lead. Wow.
Good job.
Number 4. The answer is Ja'far al-Kadhab. For anyone that doesn't know, because this is something, it's awesome to learn from these questions, Ja'far al-Kadhab was the uncle of the Imam. And so basically he was the brother of Imam Hassan al-Askari. And so at the time he was with the hands, he was in, like he joined hands with the oppressive government against the Imam. And when the Imam passed away, I have the story right here. He actually tried to lead the funeral prayer. So Ja'far al-Kadhab actually tried to lead this prayer, and to falsify the prophecies and say that there's no last Imam and that he left no son for us. And the Imam actually at 5 years old, subhanallah, it's a miracle. Imam Mahdi, 5 years old, arrived and told his uncle that he's going to pray the salah, and he instead prayed the funeral prayer, Salat al-Mayyit, on his father. And then after that, after he finished the salah, he obviously proved Ja'far al-Kadhab wrong, and he went into his Ghaybat al-Sughra. And yes, Ja'far al-Tawwab, there's also narrations and a belief from some scholars that he's known as Ja'far al-Tawwab because he actually asked for forgiveness and is known as Ja'far al-Tawwab. So he's known as Ja'far al-Kadhab and as well as Ja'far al-Tawwab.
Khalarim, on our screens, it shows that Sister Zainab wrote
Yeah.
it first. For you, it might say you wrote it first, but maybe your screen says Sister Zainab too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. So we're on 6 questions. Let's see where else we can go here.
Sister
Okay,
Zainab
so
with
this one
4
is
points.
yeah.
Wow.
Okay. This is the next question. Who will appear and claim to be God when Imam Mahdi alayhi salam appears? Now we talked about who did we talk about? Sufyani.
Mm-hmm.
This is someone different, and someone people actually mistake them to. So this person will appear and claim to be God when Imam Mahdi alayhi salam reappears, inshallah. Let's see if someone can get that one, and maybe we have our top 3 right there. If Sister Reem or Haji Ayad get this answer, then it's over.
they're tied.
We have our top 3.
Dajjal.
If Sister Noura or Banu Hashim gets an answer, then we keep going
Mm-hmm.
until we can get a top 3. There's someone that's going to claim to be God. This person's name has been mentioned in the chat earlier when we were speaking about the Sufyani.
Dajjal.
Do you have answers coming in?
Yeah, Haji says Dajjal. Haji Ayad.
Why is my phone showing me nothing?
Maybe you have to scroll down.
I am. Okay, interesting.
Yeah. Haji Ayad says Dajjal. Khalarim says Dajjal. Dajjal.
Okay. So we're giving it to Haji Ayad. Did he get it before?
He did, yeah, he did. He did write it before. He was the only one, and then Khalarim's after him. Yeah. That's Haji Ayad.
Okay. It seems like we have our top 3. I don't know. I think we should wrap it up. Seems like we went on for 2 hours almost.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't see our other contestants talking, so I think it's a wrap up. We have our top 3. We could keep going if like the other contestants really need a chance or want a chance. But I think we're going to wrap it up.
You guys want us to keep going?
I think we'll wrap it up.
No?
So yeah, that's our top 4. Sister Zainab al-Hasnawi. Sister Reem is 3rd place, sorry. So Sister Zainab comes in 1st place with 4 answers. She did an amazing job in answering all the questions the quickest. Haji Ayad.
2nd place.
2nd place is Haji Ayad al-Samak. 3rd place, Sister Reem. I was the first one that said it. You can't see.
Yeah, I don't see
my
it.
chat wasn't working, but Mustafa can see.
I don't see it either. I don't see it either. I just see Haji Ayad.
Google's lies. No, I'm not just on Google. So yeah, we do have a lot of course, sources. I don't have a single source. Like a single source. There's many sources. So maybe if you'd like a certain question you have a question about, please DM the page and I'll gladly share it. But yeah, alislam.org is very useful for these. They have a lot of different pages about the Imam's successors, the Imam's representatives, all those. And so, yeah, we do have obviously sources for all of these. And all of them are sometimes also just narrations that might not be the strongest. We don't always know. So please do forgive us if we do have any inconsistency with that. But yes, alislam.org is a spectacular resource, and that's where most of the questions came from. They were taken from different pages. Yeah. So yeah, it's not Islam. It's al-islam.org. That's one of the best websites and resources you can get for everything. And so yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up, Mustafa. We wanted Dua al-Faraj from you.
Dua al-Faraj. Okay. Yeah, it's a little late for Nasheed, huh? It's getting too late.
Do you have? Let's go. If you have,
no,
let's go.
I had the poem that Hamza read, the one by Kazim Malik. I was gonna recite that one, but I'll just it's almost 10:30, so I'll just recite Dua al-Faraj, inshallah. Yeah, because it's a long poem, so yeah. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Thank you all for joining us for today's program. It was an honor to be able to celebrate the Mawlid with you all. For all our winners, of course, please DM the page and we'll give you instructions on how to redeem your voucher for your amazing donuts. Thank you to Chalk to Go, Brother Ahmed Khafaji. Anyone else that watches, visit his page, follow him. Please support our small businesses. We want to continue supporting small businesses. So please, if you have any if you or one of your friends has a small business, let us know, because we want to support you during the month of Ramadan especially. We're going to have a lot of initiatives to support. So please, any food stuff, anything you have, let us know, and we'll try to incorporate it the best of our ability into the program. Inshallah, we have your support during the coming months. I know Ramadan is coming up very soon, so inshallah we'll be full with programming and services, inshallah. The name of the business is Chalk to Go. It's pinned on the bottom. So yeah, at Chalk to Go, and you'll find it there. Please do support it. It's a small business in Vancouver, and he'd obviously very much appreciate it. Thank you, Habibi Mustafa.
Habibi Mahdi.
Thank you for the awesome program. Question mark. Thank you, Mustafa, for co-hosting with me. It was a pleasure and an honor. We had a lot of fun.
Pleasure being here.
And inshallah, we'll see you guys very soon next Friday. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi. Oh yeah, next program. Fatma Aziz just reminded me. Next week, we have an amazing program, mental health initiative, led by, I think it's like Sisters Only led. It's an awesome program, how to navigate mental health systems in BC. So this is obviously more centered around people living in British Columbia, but so it'll help us in giving a guide on how to navigate the mental health system, and inshallah get all the resources and help you need. That's very important. Yeah, wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you all for joining, and have a good night. Ma'as salama.